Good evening. Welcome to the Diecast Shepherd Racing and Collecting channel. Hey, last week, as you know, I was under the weather and I didn't even try to do a straight out of the pack track attack for other reasons. I just I got wrapped up in some things that just I had to help out somebody, and just there was no time. But we're gonna be back on track this week, and we're gonna pick up where we left off from Brokebenny's garage. Last week I had you pick out amongst these four cars which one you would like to race against the case. And I thank everybody that participated in voting, and we did have a winner, and it was not the car I really thought it would be. Our winner was this green crack-up car, and I looked it up. It's according to the photo I found, it's a 1983 Nissan. So that's our winner. We had 4 votes for this car, and they came from Grateful Sam, Hammerhead Diecast, Captain Vice Grip, otherwise known as my friend Jason, and Bill Checker from Bill Checker. I believe he's my friend from Vietnam. But anyway, thank you for voting. This car will definitely be put up against the case, but I don't want everybody else to feel bad. Since I missed a whole week, I'm going to do all 4 cars tonight, and we'll put them up against the case. So, in third place, this is the car. This is actually not the car I thought would win either. In third place was our Buns of Steel, the old version with the real metal soda cups, soda cans, soda cups on the back. And our votes for the Buns of Steel came from Rouse Racers, Forhaus Games, and Bugwood Diecast. So thank you all for voting. And then our third place car, this is the one I thought would win, is the Corvette Stingray, Hong Kong made with the GHO wheels. The votes came from Steel City Mafia and Cardo Crafts to see this one. And last, I don't know, it doesn't even count if you don't get any votes, but our wind splitter with the Ultra Hot Wheels got 0 votes. But nonetheless, we'll just say I voted for that one because I want to see it race. I want to see what it'll do. All right, so I want to give a special thanks to Nazgul Fire, a member of the Rough Diamond Racers Guild, currently on inactive status. He's decided to come down here and be our pace car. And what I mean by that is we're going to race each one of these untreated against this guy, see how they do, and then we'll race them again treated against this guy and see if the treatment has helped any before we let them tackle the case. All right, well, enough jibber jabber. Let's do some racing. And before we have our first race, I just want to show off this cool thing that my dad got me for my birthday. And it's one of them yard ornaments you stick in the front yard. And I would do that, except I don't exactly trust that it would stay there very long if I did, at least not where I'm living now. So for now, it's in here, and I'll figure out a way to use it. But pretty cool, he put that on there. And so anyway, I just, thanks, Dad, you're awesome. All right, our first race is going to be the green 83 Nissan. Let's see how he does against Nazgul Fire. Ready, set. Let's zoom in. There we go. Go. There they go. Pretty good race. Aw, rats, I bumped into my light. All right, so Nazgul Fire won the race, but it was pretty even. Let's put him up against this Buns of Steel next. All right, ready, set, go. And another pretty good race. Oh, Nazgul Fire got out in front by a couple car lengths on that one. All right, next up we'll do the Vet. Yeah, I realize the track is over a little to the left more than usual tonight, but I'm doing laundry and I need to be able to get into my laundry room there when the time comes. So anyway, we're just gonna do our best here. Ready, set, go. The vet's out in front. Oh, so the vet's just a hair faster than Nazgul Fire. All right, and then now we'll do this wind splitter with the ultra hots going up against that Nazgul Fire. All right, here we go. And by far the slowest car, that wind splitter. All right, so nothing real scientific there, but just a quick analysis. It would appear that this car is a little bit faster than this car, which is a little bit faster than this car, which is probably a good bit faster than that car. Of course, that's untreated. We're fixing to change that right now. All right, we got this Nissan worked up. I gotta tell you, I'm pretty excited to see him roll. Those wheels really came alive. All right, so we're bringing up Mr. Nazgul Fire, and we'll see how he does against it. See if it really made a difference. All right, if you remember, Nazgul Fire just barely beat the green Nissan in the initial race. Let's see if that treatment at Brokebenny's garage made any difference. Ready, set, go. Oh, look at that. Yep. So now the Nissan is about a car length faster than Nazgul Fire. All right, next up is the Buns of Steel, and he was about a car length slower than the Nazgul Fire. All right, let's see if this helped. Go. All right, he picked up a lot of speed. All right, the vet has been to Brokebenny's garage. Let's see if his performance has improved. He was already a little bit faster than Nazgul Fire. Let's see if there's any real improvement. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. Oh, did you see that vet take off? Looking good. All right, next up, we have this wind splitter with the ultra hot wheels. And by far, this was the slowest car. So potentially it could improve the most. I feel like the wheels did take to the graphite pretty good, but there are some fundamental problems with the bent axle. And anyway, let's just see if it made a difference. All right, rematch wind splitter against Nazgul Fire. Go! Oh, whoa! How about that? We're moving right along. All right, so here's what I've kind of decided to do. You saw how they all improved. I'm going to have a race, and the winner of the race will be the first one to go up against the case, and we'll see how much time is left. I don't like to have super long videos. If I have more time, I'll do more cars. If not, we'll do it next week on Brokebenny's Garage and see how these measure up. We'll just see how it plays out. We're going to race this green crack up against the Corvette with the GHOs, and then we'll race the wind splitter with the Ultra Hots up against this Buns of Steel. You know, I remember when I was a kid, and these were, the GHOs, they were the bomb, they were everything. And when they did away with them, like, I was like literally heartbroken. I was like, come on, man. And then they brought out these Ultra Hots, and they really packaged them up nice, and of course the Spectra Flame paint and all that. And they said they were the best thing yet to come from Hot Wheels. Well, I'm here to tell you, man. They had some great cars. That's when the Soul Air came out, that kind of red one, and there's that green Porsche, and there was a silver, I forget what they called it, but it was like the Science Friction. It just had a different piece on the top. And then there was these, except it was like, I think there's a blue one, wind splitter. And, they made them out like they were going to be the best thing. And they were good. But if you had these GHOs and you took care of them, the GHOs were still better than Ultra Hots all day long. Anyway, let's see what happens here. All right, we got the green the green Nissan going up against the Vet. Let's go. And the Vet is out in front all the way. We'll switch lanes. Actually, I just thought of something. I did promise that whoever got the most votes would go up against the case first. So the green Nissan will go up against the case first. Gotta keep my word. All right, ready, set, go. Yeah, but the Vet is definitely faster. All right, next we'll have this wind splitter going up against the Buns of Steel. Ready, set, go. Buns of Steel is way behind. All right, we're switching lanes. Let's go. Much better race. Oh, but wind splitter still wins. All right, let's race these two. It is an ancient battle that has been waged for many, many years. GHOs versus Ultra Hots. And go. Oh, the Vet's out in front and takes that win. All right, we will switch the lanes. We'll see, because one of the great unsolved mysteries of the universe is that my outside lane runs slower than my inside lane. I have no idea why. We'll see if the Vet can overcome that disadvantage and take this win to become the definitive champion of tonight's Brokebenny's Garage. And ready, set, go. Oh yeah, he's out in front easily, actually taking the win. All right, even though the Vet won, I did promise that whoever got the most boats would get their shot at the case. So that's going to be this Nissan with 4 votes. Okay, the current gatekeeper is this Lakester, which itself was brought back from oblivion because it wouldn't even finish the track, even though it came straight out of the pack. And so I gave it a little treatment, and it did make it into the case, but it's only at the gatekeeper position. Let's see if the Nissan can knock him out. All right, let's go. No! Oh, man, the Nissan was out in front the whole way down. The Lakester came from behind. All right, but how we do here is I'll give that Nissan a chance to win in the fast lane. And if he does, he'll get another shot in the far lane to see if he can earn his way past the Lakester. Go. So he does win in the fast lane, but you gotta win in the slow lane to prove to me that you deserve a spot. All right, last chance for the crack up green Nissan 1983. Go. He's out in front. Oh, I think he got him. He did get him. All right, the Lakester lost his spot as the gatekeeper. And I don't think the Nissan's going to get too far up, but we'll move him up. We'll put him up against the Vegan. That's a custom V8 Vega, but we call him the Vegan around here. All right, against the Vegan, go. No, nope, the Vegan got him. All right, we'll put that Nissan in the fast lane to see if he can earn a right to get a second chance. And go. Oh, close. No, the Vegan shuts him down. All right, what should I put him up against? The Ford Falcon? Or I'm pretty sure I said this is a Mercedes-Benz A-Class. Yep, the Matchbox version. We're going to try that. Let's get some Matchbox action in here tonight. All right, ready, steady, race. The Matchbox is out in front. All right, this is his chance to earn a right to race again. Let's see. It's close. No! The Matchbox says, not getting by me. Alright, well, he's either going to end up in front of the Falcon or behind him. Hope it's in front, because we know that vet's coming along either tonight or next week. And he'll bump somebody out. Alright. Ford Falcon versus the 1983 Nissan Go. Here they come. Oh, the Ford Falcon's out in front. Alright, we switch lanes. We'll give him a chance to earn his right to race for a second chance. And here we go. Oh no, the Falcon says not today, son. Step back into that gatekeeper position. Alright, well there we have it. There's a look at the crazy case with the crazy cars. And we at least did bump the Lakester out tonight. I like that car. But we just didn't have the speed to make it happen. Maybe we can work on that engine. Ha ha. Is there a real engine like that? I'd love to see it. But anyway, congratulations, 1983 Nissan Crack Up. You have made it at least to the gatekeeper position. Thank you, everybody that chose that car and made a choice at all. We will see how the other three cars do next week, right here on the Diecast Shepherd at Brokebenny's Garage. Thanks for joining in, and we will, apart from something I can't understand or foresee, have a straight out of the pack track attack this week on Thursday. So stay tuned, and in the meantime, be blessed.